This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Noles will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give on the inside. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, no! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gee. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phil, is a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's House. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Tight end now in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Powers through the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Gee. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He'll take it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. They faked it, snapped it to the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
Got his field. Touchdown, Aggie. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Let's see what he can do with it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hill. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I have to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds his man. It's Green. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And it's no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, Guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Right on the money. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
He wants to take the top off. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Seminole. They take the lead with the 6.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. No chance to run, but still a good game. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This one's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
Turning it on! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. The run from the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Makes the grab on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and 8.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they get him on the ground. They get the turn. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here.
Now, 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, first down, out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just got to know where you are on the field, right? Reese, great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.